when you first go to buy mentoring, of course, it's probably the first time you've ever spent any money on anything that he's teaching for you, because of course everyone goes through school or university or whatever, and you don't really know what you're buying, which means of course there are lots of people out there selling mentoring as a process that isn't really focused, in my experience, on what the individual person really yearns for, what they really need, and how they can be supported to create what it is they want. So a lot of it is focused, is almost like a lot of it's focused on sales. A lot of mentors are focused on helping you generate a different external result, like selling or building something. But they're not focused, my experience is that not enough attention is paid to the internal process. Like, it's one thing saying that someone's going to commit to get you, I don't know, 100,000, which is a lot of their sales mentors teach you. But what they don't do is they just teach you what they did, rather than help you to distinguish of what they learned, what would be useful for you personally. That's one thing they do. And the second thing they do is they don't actually help you appreciate, because for me there's an external result, but actually there's the internal process that you go through. There's actually a journey that you go through. You don't just go from nothing, which is what they say, nothing to 100 grand worth of sales in 6 months without there being consequences to you personally. Like, you don't just wake up in 6 months in June and bingo, you've got 100 grand in your bank. It doesn't work like that. So, and often I think a lot of the selling is, it doesn't address any of that. So the danger in that can be then that what happens is you choose a mentor based on an outcome you want, like 100 grand in sales, but you have no idea what you're actually signing up for. You have no idea that ultimately it's down to you. Like the mentors I experienced in this kind of realm, they don't do the work for you. You're mentored by them, so you can spend a lot of money with somebody who ultimately is gonna perhaps create an event for you to go to every month, whether that's online or whether in person, and you've invested, you believe, like, I don't know, 500, £1,000 a month in this person, but the truth is you haven't invested in them at all. You've actually invested in your ability to do it, and it can take you a little while to realise actually they might have great ideas and they may be way further up the tree than you are, or they may be way further down the process than you are, but the truth is it's you've got to do it. So you're still then giving them thousands of pounds, realising I've got a load of checklists, or I've got a load of audios to listen to, but after all of that, which is what I've paid for, I've now got to translate that into the thing that I wanted to create, and that can be shock. That's definitely been a shock to me. What else as far as mentoring is concerned? On the other side of things, then there can be like the spiritual mentors who are all into, you're not being kind enough to yourself, you're not in the right energy, you're not trusting, blah, 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 which is all amazing, and you feel great in that energy. It's fantastic because you feel really supported and they say really nice things to you, and you realise actually you've been beating up on yourself and you feel like you've been doing that. And of course you get your state back, you feel great about it, and you realise you're probably rushing things and all this kind of stuff. But actually then, how do you land it? Like when you leave that energy, you're then still stuck with, well, I've still got this thing I want to get out there, I've still got this thing I want to create, I've still got this thing I want to make happen. Could be anything, business, whatever it is. But then you still don't actually know how to land that damn thing. So although you feel great and you now know how to get yourself in great energy at the start of the day, when you've done that, from that space, you still don't know actually what you've got to do, because the only people potentially available to help you are people who are experts in their own thing, rather than helping you to land your idea, to land the thing you want to create. My experience is from a mentoring point of view, is nobody's there to help you. I haven't come across anybody yet that makes me feel like I am super important to them, like they're really invested in the thing that I want to create, and that they're going to support me. Yes, spiritually, because of course being in the right energy and feeling guided and being open to those resources is really important, at the same time as actually land it, make it happen in the world outside. Like, who do I need to speak to? How do I market it? Nobody. They're either offering you one or the other, and they're not offering you the bridge that's in between. So that's why I've created my own mentoring process, because it's based on buying the wrong thing from the wrong people, or maybe the right thing from the wrong people, or I don't know. And then finding that actually that experience still didn't really give me what I wanted, but I knew intuitively what I did want instead. So that's why I'm creating what I'm creating, because I know you can bridge the gap, and I know that I can bridge the gap for you.